Well, the government themselves are saying that, look, we have no business to be in business. So, government themselves want to get out of all non-strategic PSUs, and that I think is a agenda that is being pursued very, very directly by the current government, and you will see a lot of that happen. Over here, I would like to just highlight one point. Do not look at companies which the government is divesting. Look at companies where the government is privatizing, which means it is getting out of complete ownership. So when a government privatizes a company and that company becomes private from a PSU, that will drive the re-rating of that company. But just the government selling stake in a particular company probably
Very well said.
doesn't.
Very well said. I think that people, investors should understand now. From there was one question on Sri Pachesia ji. What is the thought on decrease in the value of diversification owing to the increased systemic failures?
Uh, can you can you
So
repeat
means
the
the
question?
is the value of diversification going down, which we say regarding the asset allocation and diversification, is it going down because of the systemic failures in the system?
No, I don't think this. One is this systematic failures are occasional, if not one-off cases, and and every asset class has its own characteristics. It's like a class of pharmaceutical, a class of medicine meant to cure or address the financial anatomy of one client's one class of investors or a common investor need. For example, equity as a wealth creating, long-term wealth creating asset class. So it's uh, long-term wealth creating, or debt as a regular income generating or fixed return instrument, or gold or regular income generating, or gold as, for example, as a hedge. Now, these there is no change in the underlying theories of these asset classes, the characteristics of these asset classes. One of systematic things do not certainly change this, and the beauty of asset allocation will continue to prevail.
Thank you, Mayank and Patricia ji. I think I have tried to get all the chat questions answered from you. It's over to Vikas.
Yeah, thank you very much. Fondly we call Manoj Mani Agarwal MMA. Thanks. I request our Honorary Secretary, Mr. Sanjeev Kunar, to please propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Vikas ji. Good evening, everybody. It was really a wonderful session. Firstly, I would like to thank our president and principal of our college, Reverend Father Dr. Dominic Savio SJ, for his complete guidance and for setting the context of today's session. And wishing you all a very happy feast of St. Ignatius of Loyola. Dear Xaverians and guests, thanks a lot for joining us live in today's webinar, the 12th edition of Knowledge and Ideas Exchange Series. It has been a thought-provoking session with two Xaverian stalwarts from financial markets and investment banking giving their inputs, and I am sure this is going to set a paradigm shift in the financial market trends and our investment habits. My sincere thanks goes to today's both the speakers and our fellow Xaverians, Mr. Mayank Khemka and Mr. Naresh Pachesia, for giving valuable inputs on very sensitive topics. I'm sure the audience have rich takeaways from today's session. Before I end, I am really thankful to Mr. Vikas Khosla and Mr. Manoj Mani Agarwal for all the coordination and conducting today's session so well. Thank you all. Nihil Ultra.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm ending the session with thanks to everyone.